Hey guys, I guess this video is going to be about what my house in Japan is like. Everybody's been asking for something a little more personal about my own life and what I do and where I live, so I thought the best thing to do would just be to show everyone where I live and what my house is like in Japan. And the best thing is that my house is a traditional Japanese house, so you'll get to see some traditional Japanese interior like I've talked about in some of my frequently asked questions about Japan. So let's go ahead and get started and we'll show you around, okay? Okay guys, what I'm going to show you first is the kitchen. Okay, and here's a full shot of the kitchen. Okay, as you can see on the side of the kitchen here we have our washer with no dryer because clothes in Japan are usually still air dried. No one really owns a dryer. Okay, over here we have our Japanese bath and shower right up here. Okay, the way this is done is you actually fill up the bath full of very, very hot water for soaking in. You then take a shower and then you're allowed to go ahead and soak in the bath for a very long time. And this is done by each family member, one after another, okay? You're supposed to scrub yourself down really good at the shower before you get into that bath there, and it's a communal bath afterwards. Okay, we've got our kitchen table here, which is pretty unique to actually have a kitchen big enough that you can fit a dining room table in there. Pretty amazing. We've got our stove right here with no oven underneath because there are no ovens in Japan. That's right, no one bakes anything. You can get small toaster ovens and you can get small conventional microwave size ovens, but you cannot actually get a full-size oven here. We got 2 stove burners, which is more than most apartments, which usually only have 1. Okay. We've got all our forks and knives up there, but we mostly use chopsticks. Okay. Our sink, which looks like it has a garbage disposal, but it does not because garbage disposals and dishwashers also do not exist in Japan. Very rare do you ever see that. Okay, over here we've got our small Japanese refrigerator. This is actually a full-size refrigerator in Japan, which is actually half the size of a full-size American refrigerator. You can see we've even got a small little freezer down here with frozen food in there. And over here we've got some wasabi in here, we've got some marmalade, and of course some typical American foods. Okay, we got our microwave here, pantry here, and over there a giant makeup case for my girlfriend. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Small, but that's big for Japan actually. Okay, we've got a full-size futon couch over here, okay, with a little gloomy bear on it. You can see one of my favorite stuffed animals. Okay, we each got our own laptop. Okay, we're always kind of otaku and on the internet. Over here, one of the things I'm most proud of is our giant 42-inch TV with a PS3 and Nintendo Wii. Down there's all our games. Now, something you might find interesting is here is a space heater because in Japan we do not have central air conditioning or heat. We still use space heaters. Okay, let me show you something that I'm most proud of over here. It is my Gundam collection. You can see we've got a set of Gundam all around the room. Over here, before I show you the rest of those, let me just show you this real quick. This is a little art project. I made all these little Kewpie, these little baby dolls. You can see some of them are pretty crazy looking, if the camera can focus okay. Okay, let me just show you the rest of these Gundam over here. We got another set over here. Okay, one right there, another set over there, and then let me show you my master grade, perfect grade. Right over here, here, and more there. So you can tell I have quite a few. I've made quite a bit of those models. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. Over here we've got our little hallway. Okay, followed by our very little bathroom. You can see our cat in there fishing around. Alright, one thing that's kind of strange is our bathroom has a little Naruto collection. Show you a little bit of that over here. Got a lot of little figures. Our cat's always having a good time in here. Thinks the water's special in here. I guess in a way it is.
Here we have something that's not very common in Japan, and that is a garage.
You can see we got our BMW hatchback back here. Actually, it's my girlfriend's BMW hatchback. I would never try to drive in Japan. That would be a disaster. Okay. Bike. We use bikes a lot here, probably more than you use cars. Still got my skateboard. And as you can see, all the shoes are lined up outside in the garage because you do not wear shoes inside a Japanese house. Let me just give you a demonstration of size. My size compared to my girlfriend's size. There's one of her shoes compared to mine. You can take a guess at how tall she is.
Okay, now we're going to move on upstairs.
Let's head back.
As you can see, Japanese steps are extremely steep.
Something I want to show you real quick. Let me let the camera focus here. Hold on. There we go. Let me just show you a little collection I have up here too. Another little Gundam collection up here. You can see we got the different deformed Gundams and your typical anime Gundams. Mind you, I don't actually like the Gundam anime. I think it's probably as boring as doing your taxes, but I really do like to put together the models. Alright, let's take a look. We got the cat's bowl up here. Yes, we have a cat too and a dog. Alright, out here you can't really see because it's nighttime. Hold on, let me let... out here is our balcony. Can't really see that too well, but that's where we actually hang clothes to dry in the old-fashioned way. Got our desk right here for study time. Take a look. This is our bedroom. Okay. It's actually quite a large bedroom for a Japanese house. The ceiling's a little low, which is always difficult for me. I have to duck every time I walk to bed, or if I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. I almost hit my head every time. Got a little iPod player there. Over here we have a couch. Okay, let me show you one thing back here. If you see, that's the shoji doors back there that I've talked about before in my frequently asked videos. Over here we've got the little shrine area. Okay, sometimes this is used for cremation vases and urns, and ours is just used for normal decoration, but usually in the typical traditional Japanese house, that area is actually used for relatives who've passed on and the urns that they're contained in. Over here you can see Yukun. Yes, hello Yukun. Kind of getting blurred out there. Alright, and there you go. There's a shot from the other side.
That's my house.
That's where I live. I live here with my girlfriend, and really happy in this house. It's really expensive. To give you an example, a house of this size, it's not that big compared to an American house, but we pay 1,200 American dollars in rent every month. So you can imagine, you know, how expensive rent is for just an even small size place like this. If you moved up to something bigger, it would be outrageous. Okay? Now, if you have any questions, feel free to write to me about anything you may have seen on this video, and I'll be happy to answer it. I hope that gives you a little more of what, you know, my own personal life is like. It gives you a little sample of where I live and what I inhabit every day. Okay? You guys have a great one. Let me have more questions and let me answer anything I can for you about Japan.